right, so this is what it's gonna be our first discussion video. That's my knee slapping. I don't know why I did that.
Okay.
Yikes.
Let me introduce. So
Both.
today we're doing a tier list, but not a regular tier list.
It's not a tier list.
Ooh.
It's more of we have the Smash characters that everybody in the community, gaming community, should know, even those casuals.
Yep.
And we're gonna label them as I don't know what that's called.
Oh, okay. Think a MOBA online game, so like League of Legends type scenario.
Jeez.
Why?
Don't mind me. I'm just gonna be eating a junior chicken while this goes on. This is sure to be a fun time.
All right, so
Alright, so we're just naming the rules for Smash characters as if they were
League of
in
Legends
a
characters.
MOBA-esque game.
Yeah, like League of Legends.
We're gonna do introductions, or you're just gonna skip that and get straight to it?
yeah, nobody knows who we are, so I guess I'll start. Doga here.
I'm Nyx.
I'm eating a junior chicken.
But bruh,
Good job.
Junior Chicken. You're gonna be known as that Junior Chicken guy. Junior Chicken.
What's up?
Oh,
It's
what
Pepto, by the way.
Okay, there we
Oh,
go.
okay.
That's introduction. All right, now to get right into it because we haven't. It's been like. So we got all the lists of the Smash characters down below.
Wait, I have a question. Are you gonna explain each category?
Well, yeah. So
Mm.
basically, we have all the characters down below. All 70-something characters. There's too many.
76?
And we have roles on typical MOBA roles, not mobile, unless you're into that.
Yikes.
Oh my god.
The assassin, tank, support, brawler, carry, and mage. Typical roles. So, assassins, by definition, usually the quick go in, kill somebody of importance,
Squishy.
but they tend to be very squishy.
Marshmallow squishy.
They tend to be very fast-moving.
So no marshmallow.
Type characters. Tanks, as the name implies, are big, heavy-duty guys who survive usually the longest on their own defenses. Supporting characters.
They're slow.
Okay, yeah, but they're slow. Sometimes, actually.
Oh, that's creepy. Support.
Support are characters that either provide for the team, whether it be heals, buffs, debuffs on the enemy, or controlling the field in your favor.
Wait, so wasn't that just mage?
Well, no, a mage, skipping along, a mage would be more magic or ability centric.
So I'm confused. The support, it's someone who just helps out. Is not really like strong, but like it's more
Well,
only
support would be more.
like someone who would put a shield. That way everybody's
Yeah.
protected.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't know.
A shield for the team, not for necessarily themselves. Maybe
Ah.
they would be included in the team, but the ability is more so used to protect another.
So a tank would have a shield for themselves, and a support would have a shield for everybody.
To add on to it or to provide to everybody who does not have.
Okay, let's go.
A brawler or fighter is a typical damage dealer, whether it be fast damage but a little bit more resilience than an assassin, or someone who just outlasts somebody in battle. And a carry is usually one that starts out almost weaker and needs a little bit of protection. But once they're provided with the resources they need, they become the central focus of a team, able to pick off or tear down select other members.
So it's like
What's up?
For like Smash characters.
And carries usually have guns.
Oh, okay.
Carries
that
are
makes
there.
sense.
That's what they're usually
I was gonna say like
defined by.
items and stuff.
Yeah, they're typically mid to long range fighters.
Okay, I think
Yeah.
I have an idea of who could be that in Smash.
All right, so are we going?
This is gonna be a fun list.
I don't necessarily want to go in the order that they appear here. I kind of want to go by how the conversation's going. But
For sure.
Then I wanted to start. Can I start? Can I start? Can I sing something?
Well, first I wanted to just ask, you're recording the screen, right?
yes.
Okay.
Bro.
Just making sure. It's very important.
Oh my gracious. Wait, make sure. Can you see the mouse? Okay, you can see the mouse. Circle once, circle twice. Alright, check mark. Can I start? I want to suggest a character that I believe, from the definitions and my understanding that what you just said, a carry could be like villager.
Would villager be
someone who uses like?
Why would you jump straight to the most difficult?
That's actually interesting. That's actually interesting.
Because
I don't know where villager is.
Listen to
Okay.
my explanation.
I'm listening.
Prepared for this.
So you were saying someone usually that needs like items and like someone with guns and stuff that would that is not really strong by themselves, but with all those items they become like they can carry the team, right?
Where is
so
villager? Yeah.
So villager, if he were to fight without his tree, his ball, his
slingshot,
all of that.
all that stuff, yeah.
What are you
Pretty much trash.
For
those waiting to be assigned.
Oh, shouldn't you put that at the? Oh, yes.
He needs a color.
White. No.
Nobody will be able to see white. What are you doing?
Okay. So I was from from your explanation, what I understood, I thought villager would be a carrier more than anything.
Right.
Because he's not really. I don't think he really belongs in support. Well, he kind of looks like a support character. I feel like he's more a carry.
Villager is the Teemo of Smash.
Bruh.
Like that's what he is to me. That's immediately where I see him. How is Cloud going in? Oh, okay, you're putting everybody in. Okay, I got it.
bruh.
I mean, this is kind of unnecessary. They're technically already in waiting.
Yes.
Whatever. That's fine.
Yes.
Let me do this.
So wouldn't Isabella be a carry as well as villager?
Oh, one thing I wanted to do, I wanted to echo fighters. I kind of wanted to figure out a way to separate them a little bit. So they would have, essentially, if this was to exist, they would have the same sort of moveset, but applied differently.
I don't really understand, but I'll see where you're going with this.
It'd be easier with like a Fox and Falco scenario, but.
I remember what you were talking about, but we'll get there. Yeah.
But yeah, what do you guys think about my villager option?
Villager is a carry.
I agree. Yeah, I mean, like I couldn't see him in any other because he doesn't really specialize in close quarter combat that much. Doesn't really.
He's definitely not a tank.
He's not. Yeah, he's not a tank.
Use any like magical
stuff
like that. So I couldn't really see him put him as a mage.
So what would he do?
He definitely doesn't have the
everything?
like sharp anything and stuff. So I couldn't see him as an assassin. So yeah, I mean carry. I think him with his bag of tricks and the slingshot he has, he can cover some good ground. And yeah, I think carry is a good choice right there.
Right off the okay, that's how it is.
That was actually that was a good choice.
You welcome.
All right,
I'm
so
good at this.
Isabel
I have no idea.
Came up in that explanation, so I kind of wanted to do something with Isabel now. That's not necessarily a carry.
Okay, so then my follow-up question would be, what's the difference between Isabel?
Fishing rod.
Isabel.
Okay. For point of reference, let's pretend that the special moves are all they really have to work with. So each special move, B up, B down, B sideways, and neutral B, will be their sort of kits.
That's not fair. Because then Shulk. Oh, Shulk is.
What do you mean?
Because I was gonna say Shulk's side B sucks.
It wouldn't suck.
What? No, that's a good move.
Well, if you use it right, it's kind of like with Shulk, you just jump and do the air.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll get to Shulk right after. All right. So I put him next on the list.
My bad. Isabella.
But okay. So going with the specials. So in this sense, Villager would have the planting tree, which would give him access to his axes after a certain amount of trees are planted. What does Villager friggin' do again?
He plants the tree. His side B is the rocket that he can either shoot at someone or he can ride on. His up B is the balloons. And his neutral B is the pocket.
Switch while we talk.
Sure. But like, I don't know, turn it down. But okay, so the core difference between Villager and Isabel is how they use their abilities. So like the rocket, the Lloyd rocket, Isabel plants it like a trap. She also has her fishing rod that can snag people from a distance.
So it's like a grab.
Yeah. So
I could actually see she could perfectly fit that support role.
Yeah, I think she can go support. Because not only would you be able to grab enemies and pull them towards you, you'd be able to grab your own teammates and yank them out of battle.
Wait, you can do that?
In some games.
Oh, well, if you're playing team battles and what's the name, and there's... when you can't hit each other, if that's on, then yeah, it makes sense.
Well, in games like this, you would have support moves. So, like, you can't hurt your teammates, but you can assist them with your abilities. So something like this would be equivalent to, who was that character in League of Legends? Thresh? Where he throws out a lantern.
Oh, with the flare? Yeah.
And then, like, your team can grab it to save themselves.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be busted.
That would be
That'd
Isabel
actually be
right
broken.
there.
That would be broken.
And then she could just plant, like, her little mines around, the Lloyd mines.
Yeah, that should be busted.
Yeah,
like
sense.
A Wikipedia page.
Well, I wanted to play it because it makes more sense.
Alright.
So who's next? Shulk.
Next is Shulk.
So backslash is his side B, and then the Monada's powers.
Yeah, he's got the Monado.
I don't know. Shulk could go.
So is that a
double slash?
He's probably Brawler's probably the safest bet. But with the amount of damage that he could rack up in a short period of time, I don't even know if like Assassin could be a viable option too.
I actually want to say.
So I don't know. I feel like he's an all-rounder. Like you could probably play Shulk in like mid lane, top lane.
Wait.
The jungle kind of thing.
Isn't a mage usually a bit like an assassin at the type that they're squishy? So even if Shulk is, and Shulk's main.
Remember, we don't have to fit the definition to a T. You're allowed to be a tanky assassin.
I guess. Well.
But if we want to narrow it down to like a specific.
I would agree with where Nyx is going right now. With Shulk being a mage, imagine him as an ability mage.
But it makes sense that he's a brawler too, because he's all about ranking up damage.
Just because you do a lot of damage doesn't necessarily mean you're a brawler. Even if you're a close range mystical fighter, you can be a war mage type thing. And I think that's kind of what Shulk has going for him, where most of his moves are burst damage, but only because of their ability. Maybe I'm trying to think of an example. But with this,
Paladin?
Well, from other MOBA games.
Oh, my bad.
But I would feel that his Monado arts will allow him to be a pretty high bursty mage type character, with his backslash being used as either an engage or an escape tool.
Well, usually that's what I use it for. So I agree with the brawler, but because of the Monada's power, I think he's a mage.
I would also rework the Monados just to fit the scenario. So I wouldn't make me Shulk's like say his shield. I wouldn't make him turn into a tank, but maybe give him some invincibility frames for like a couple seconds. Right?
Shoot.
Make his purple Monado one, the one that makes him be good at combos. make it more of a poking tool where it just kind of extends his range, or maybe gives him like a shockwave blast on his basic attack.
Isn't the purple one
It just makes
Buster.
the moves that he
Buster,
does stronger,
yeah,
but
ranking up damage. Sorry?
at the same time, it said it makes the moves he does stronger, but he takes like more damage to compensate.
Wasn't that okay? I'm getting
So
confused with
yeah
this.
or nah?
I think I made.
I could go for mage, yeah, for sure. If we were able to do like multiple different categories, then I'd probably put him in brawler mage or mage brawler. But mage is a safe call.
Alright. So
Who next?
you had in mind Echo Fighters. So wanna do Falco and Fox?
Shop doesn't have.
Well, no, but you were mentioning that.
True. Alright, so
Pepto, do you have anybody on mind?
or
I'm open to anyone.
where is?
I think Mario being like the easiest one would probably go straight to brawler.
True. Mario.
So just good.
So what would Luigi be? Also a brawler?
Yeah, Mario's a pretty straightforward brawler. He would also have a pretty nice poking tool.
I feel like Luigi is an assassin low-key. just like all the different things he has in his kit
Wait, if
that
we're
just
going
are just like stupid, but like they kill like
a 0%?
it's like short periods of time.
Our first assassin
That's
just
what they
comes out of the bush with the Shoryuken, just up B screen, or even better, he just pops out of lane with his missile.
Yo, one of his abilities is he just does the patch one grab combos into up B.
Oh my.
Oh, man.
Oh. Question then.
Yeah, he's definitely an assassin.
Then would Jigglypuff be an assassin?
Jigglypuff.
Isn't down B her sleeping tool?
Her rollout would make her really fast. Her down B would pretty much be a high damage tool. She has no defense.
Yes, she's too light.
Tank.
What?
Yeah, for sure.
I agree completely.
Alright, assassin works. I agree with that.
Okay.
Who else we going for?
Bayonetta can go either between. I'd say she could go between
Carrie?
mage, brawler, or assassin. I could see either one.
Why is that?
So, I'd say assassin because her whole shtick is to eliminate someone in like 5 seconds off of just like combo strings and stuff like that.
But isn't she
But-
heavy?
She does prioritize speed overall. Heavy. What is her weight? Like she's a mid-weight character, no? In Super Smash Bros.
I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't know enough about Bayonetta.
But, mage because like she uses her abilities to summon like her hair powers and stuff like that. That makes her do all the big punches and kicks and stomps and stuff like that. And then brawler just because like she's a close range fighter. That's usually what it comes to me when I pick brawler over.
So I think she would be like a mixed AD AP character.
But it's
Yeah.
So AD would be like attack damage, like physical damage, and AP would be like magical ability. Damn, we don't have a mixed character. Should I make a mixed category? No.
If you did that, then you'd have to do it probably for each one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
so
be
it's
a
be
lot
too much.
Okay, so I'm gonna say.
I
don't know.
I
I
agree
wanna-
with assassin.
I feel assassin, carry, or mage. She can fit in any one of those categories, like real easy.
Well, how does she do the witch thing?
I'm down B.
Oh, okay, so it is a special move.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like she can be in any category depending on her defense stat, really. But I would say she's a mixed character. She'd be both a mage and a.
She's really light. She is featherweight.
Featherweight. Okay, yeah. So she goes assassin.
Between Falcon and Meta Knight.
Was that Falco or Falcon?
Falco.
Falco. Falco's mid-range.
Wait, what?
Wait,
Between
Falco's not
Falco
light.
and Meta Knight?
So maybe this list is not correct.
Oh, you're looking at a list of
of character
weights.
weights.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right, next up on the list.
Falcon.
Oh, y'all are
Everyone's
ruining
favorite.
my black background.
Okay, then let's get rid of those.
Right.
Me, Brawler is a Brawler.
Yep, that's his name.
Me.
Hey, Gunner.
E-Gunner is a carry. And
Wait, where's
Sword Fighter
the
is another
sword
brawler.
one?
He was right there.
The sword.
Where?
He's beside
I'm looking
Inkling.
for the white background.
He's beside Inkling.
Where's Inkling? Oh. Why? Oh.
Why
what
is
the-
that black then? So why would sword be? Tank. Because that would put, if you say the swordsmen are tanks, wouldn't that put a lot of characters in tank category?
Well, we're not
does
sure yet.
anyone
We're gonna have to
play
get there.
the sword fighter? Like, yo, how does he?
I don't play him that much.
I don't know. Like the one.
Doesn't matter. We're doing everyone here on this list. Doesn't matter.
I want to say assassin too, but you know, let's make him
Feel
a
like-
carry.
feel
Let's
like
make
he's a
him.
brawler.
Oh wait, no, hold on. We
No,
already.
a support.
He's not. He's not. He doesn't support nobody.
Oh.
You can make him some sort of tank, a protector or a knight type thing. I don't want him to be the.
Actually, no. Based off of the moves that he has, I feel like he'd be closer to an assassin. Honestly.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I mean,
Because like he has like
an
the spinning
assassin.
slash, and then the horizontal
Like
one.
really lightweight.
Yeah, he's got the. Little,
Well, wouldn't all the me whatever be categorized depending on how you make your own me? Because
I mean, the
forgot who
brawler
said
stays a
this.
brawler because that's like
but if you make your
That's simple
character
enough.
tall, it would be a tanky character.
Not necessarily. We were looking at the movesets he has.
Oh.
The 3 different movesets per character.
Mm.
That's what Pepto was looking into just now.
Okay.
I kind of want to move the gunner into a tank. But then you know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's one character.
okay. You want to move the rest of the characters to this waiting category here? You have here.
Yeah, let me do that in the meantime. Next up, somebody say another character.
I'm still thinking. I still think we should do the Echo Fighters. All the Echo Fighters.
I don't want to do them all at once.
Well, at least Falcon and Fox, because those are the ones you mentioned.
Alright. So, alright, let's start with the leader. Let's start with Fox.
The waiter.
Leader.
Tank.
Oh.
Fox is a
Tank.
tank?
Oh,
Really?
Fox. Oh, Fox. No, Fox is.
Because of the
I'd say
Landmaster?
assassin. I'd say assassin.
No, wouldn't Wolf be assassin?
I want to make
That's a
Wolf.
good point.
I want to make Wolf the brawler. Actually, I want to make Fox a carry.
Okay, give me your reasoning why Fox would be a carry.
He's leader of his team. He carries the team already.
What is that?
No, isn't that what a support does, though?
See, because remember, Falco is also the ace in the hole. He's the assassin. He comes in when people need, when Fox needs somebody in clutch.
Okay, based on the movesets.
But then,
So are we going based off of like the characters like outside of Smash, or are you going based off of like
well,
what's the what? Okay, first off, let's set it straight. What's like the prerequisites that we're using to judge these characters based off of?
well, for me right now,
Is
I'm
it their
thinking
lore,
that-
or is it like their movesets, or?
I
like,
thought
what?
of special moves.
I'm trying to weigh both. Because remember, the 3 of
that's
them
hard.
have the same special move. It's about how you work the kit, right?
That's what I'm thinking. So that's why.
Fox has the fastest gun, right? So kind of like an AD carry with max attack speed.
I know, but like Fox's gun does no damage though.
Well, Trinity Force. I forgot what's it called. Tons of damage. Do the meme. Put the meme on. I don't know.
I'm not
Is it
sure
1-1?
about any of these.
I don't know. I just feel like Falco's a tank. I don't know,
Falco's
cause
a tank?
he's just
No, he doesn't do
just
any
gotta-
damage though. He's really light, no?
It's not that he's really late. He's not a defensive. He's not. His personality is not even a defensive set.
Well, again, I don't know. I'm just basing them off of the movesets in the game, and he's slower compared to the other two,
All right.
and plays more to like.
Okay, so what about?
I'm not sure. You guys tell me what your ideas are.
All right, so hold on.
I guess if it were up to me, I'd put them all in assassins because that's basically what they are.
But then you have the same three characters.
I don't. That's what I'm saying.
So what are we gonna decide them on all at the same time?
I don't. Well, Wolf, either an assassin or a brawler because he uses his claws.
Well, remember, Wolf also does the heaviest damage too, and his attacks come more with a surprise factor.
So what category?
See, I kind of wanted to put Wolf in either a brawler or assassin.
That's what I just said.
Yeah. But then what are we doing with Fox?
So if you have to pick between the two for Wolf, which one would you pick?
It depends on where Fox is going, because wherever Fox goes, Wolf goes somewhere else.
No. I think Fox matches a lot of more categories than Wolf does. So depending on where Wolf goes, we should put Fox somewhere else.
Okay, so remember what we're working with. We have the Blaster, Reflector, Firefox, and Fox Flash, or
Illusion.
Wait,
what's it called?
Who does more?
Illusion.
Fox Illusion.
I still think Wolf should be a brawler. Because
He
he's not as
should be
squishy.
a brawler. Okay.
He's not squishy, is he?
No, Wolf's pretty durable.
That's why I'm saying. I think he matches the brawler more. He's at the top beside Incineroar. But Fox is more squishy.
See, but then like at the same time,
Where Fox is supposed to
Wolf
be the
has
most
like
capable.
no like range.
No,
like Wolf has to like get in your face and do a lot of stuff to you in a short period of time.
But remember,
Kind of thing.
Wolf, it's better.
You're
Wait, what?
good, but I'm better.
So, Pepto, you were saying. I
mean, I don't know. That's what all of them like. They're all like characters that are specifically based for you to play them at a fast pace speed and rack up damage at a quick period of time.
Okay.
Within a quick short time frame. So like trying to like now put them all like individually in a spot is hard because like
So you believe that they
all have attributes of all of the categories that they fit into. Like I could see the element that makes Falco a brawler, a carry, and an assassin. I could see the elements that makes Fox a assassin, brawler, and a carry. Like so that's the difficult part.
Okay.
Is like are we actually gonna try and like differentiate the three of them in different categories, or are we all just gonna like put them in the same one?
Well, I refuse to put them in the same one. That's gonna make a half-assed video.
So in that case, we need to like break down like the specifics between them that differentiate them.
So here's where I will now weigh in the lore more than the moves. Because Fox is supposed to be the more balanced one. He's supposed to be naturally good at everything. Which is why I want to put him into a carry role.
Alright, so he's a carry.
Wolf is supposed to be the one and done, as soon as I see you, it's over type character. But this is kind of where, for me, it conflicts with Falco, who's supposed to be Fox's ace in the hole. Where Falco's supposed to come from a blind spot and pretty much take out whatever's troubling Fox for the few seconds.
So support.
So maybe you can call him a support thing and do something like that.
And Fox as a carry.
But if anyone from the Star Fox crew would be a tank, I would say that's Slippy.
And Fox is a carry, or are you gonna leave him as a brawler?
Oh, I left him as a brawler.
Remember, folks, Slippy is a tank. 2020.
Oh my.
Okay, you know what? I take that back.
You heard it here first from Arcade Division.
I can't really speak for that.
I screwed that one up. I just realized how many deaths he had. That's
Ooh.
not your take.
Okay, next one.
Also, speaking of which, if anyone hasn't noticed, I arranged the categories by whoever gets blamed first.
Huh?
So in MOBA games, when the team starts to fall apart, they tend to get a little toxic amongst each other, and usually first blamed is the jungler or the assassin. Assassin didn't help me.
Bro.
Then I find the tank gets blamed, then the support, then the brawler, then the carry, and no one seems to bother much with the mage.
Because they know it's a waste of time. Alright, that's what you're saying about Schultz? Poor man. Alright, I think we should go next to a random one and go Game and Watch.
Alright, what's Game and Watch?
I think he's a troller. Someone who trolls a lot. So,
Don't think that's category, but
That's not a category.
I don't
like
know.
where
You
you're
guys
going with
decide.
this.
You guys are the ones that play these type of games. I have no idea.
It's like a trickster type character. An off-book thing.
I put him as a support. Just because of all of the different tools and utility he has.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
Like
you
he
can
has
get
the
creative
thing
with
that can catch projectiles, and then he gets the oil spill, so he can put that on the floor.
That would be
Yes.
an interesting support. Like one that purposely tries to put themselves in the line of fire.
That was actually fun.
Yeah, I actually want that. I would play that.
I would want to see that.
Like, do that. Just
I've been staring at this
Help
for a
me!
bit. Can we do Samus and Dark Samus?
all right.
I think they're tanks, but I don't know the difference between the dark one and the original one.
Samus is a tank.
Yeah.
I think Samus would have a little too much range and too much
She's
in her
really
kit.
heavy though.
But she's got the rocket jets.
Yeah, I was about to say, I feel like Samus goes in
Samus
carry.
is
It
pretty
could be a
mobile.
tanky carry. Put her in the top lane.
And the what?
I don't think I have
the
layers.
top lane.
Oh, so like as a brawler?
No. I'd still keep her as a carry because she's ranged, but like she'd probably be played top. Is what I'm thinking.
So like a beginner-friendly carry.
I guess that could be our
Sure,
part
yeah,
two.
and then you can master, and she's probably becomes busted. Oh my gosh, Samus would actually be busted. No, I'm thinking.
Yeah, that's
Which
what I'm
one?
saying. Samus would
That'd be
be
cool.
pretty broken.
What do you mean?
Like the charge, bro, charge shot. That's you shoot that from what? From base, and it just travels up the aisle.
Oh.
So what about Dark Samus?
What's the difference between both of them?
They're
Dark-
literally the same, but Dark Samus,
It's more
in terms of if we're going lore,
more malicious.
different
Yeah.
color set. That's how I see
killing intent. Like,
it. So assassin?
yeah, that's kind of where I was going. Tanky assassin.
We have a lot
She
of
could be a tanky jungle. That'd be cool.
Yeah, you can have tanky junglers. I'm thinking, what's that dragon lady from League?
Oh, Shyvana.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. All my references are from early League games, so I haven't played in a while. But I
Good.
vaguely know the names and remember what they do.
Alright, so Dark Samus is an assassin, and
Alright, how
regular
about-
original. What?
No, keep going.
And regular original Samus is a carry because of the range,
Right.
which would be broken because how tanky she is as well. Alright,
Yeah.
alright. Can we?
Alright, how about we start doing like the characters that are easy to identify
Yeah, we should
their
do that.
traits.
Probably
So
do.
for instance, Greninja is an assassin. Straight up, no
Okay,
questions.
then Bowser would be a tank, no?
I want Bowser
yeah.
to be a support.
Oh,
Oh,
Where's Bowser? I can't find him.
Bowser.
oh, I lost him.
There he is. Yeah, Dragon Man Bowser.
Big boy.
Then wouldn't
Okay, we might as well just
Dee
put all the tags in the tag category.
Dee
Okay, I want D to do that at least because I want him to be like a mage.
Got a big hammer. Big hammer. That's Poppy. Yep.
Okay, hold on. I think DK should be more brawler.
Oh.
Okay.
Why?
Okay.
Okay, King.
Okay.
Right.
Go down.
There we go.
Wait.
Lil Mac, brawler.
Jeez.
Yep. Meta Knight would be an assassin in my opinion.
Mega Man for carry.
Who is an assassin?
Actually, no. Make Mega Man a mage.
I said Meta Knight would be an assassin.
Meta Knight. Bradley is a tank?
Hold on. Y'all moving too fast.
Meta Knight is beside Nest.
What is this mouse?
What just happened?
I have no
I don't
idea.
even know.
Okay,
Right.
go down.
You said Ridley. Nix's favorite character.
Mr. Riddles.
He's a tank?
Is he?
I don't know.
Well, make him a
What do
carry.
you guys think?
A carry.
Ridley a carry?
Oh, what?
He just stands up. He's just taller than everybody else in the world. Okay, why do you think carry?
Cause I want a kind of different.
Imagine you're just in the laning phase. Okay, everyone. Ridley's just shooting fireballs out of his mouth. Everything's going fine. Out of nowhere,
A big ass dragon appears.
Clicks the keyboard. He just flies directly at you. He just grabs you, drags you to the other side of the map.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he's literally carrying you across the map.
Oh, okay, if you say so, like, I guess.
And then remember, his down B is like the stabby stab. Like you
Stabby
go up to a person in lane, you stabby stab, and GG.
Oh.
Like, enemy has
Ridley's
been
a
slain.
character that I don't know. I actually don't know. Like because of like how he's portrayed as being this big thing. Like I could put him in the tank, but then like his whole kit is designed he's really more designed in getting in your face and like kind of ripping your neck off.
Then what about
So
Sonic? What?
Sonic, I put it as.
He's an assassin.
I put as an assassin, but I mean, I
How
don't
do
know
you
if
go
you guys
up?
want to talk.
Scroll up.
Ew.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's an assassin. I wanted to do something creative with him, but like, you know, what's there? Like,
If you break it down, it's like yeah.
Alright, so she, I guess, is an assassin.
yep.
Ninja.
Stop.
That's the bottom of the page.
Okay, definitely a fighter.
So what about,
Both the mother kids are mages.
True.
you forgot Lucas. What about Ken? Wouldn't he be a brawler as well?
I say brawler.
Yeah. How do we handle Ken?
He's a brawler.
Damn.
You
Unless
could
wanna
go
save-
between.
I don't know.
Well,
Okay.
you put. Yeah, Ryu would be brawler. I don't know. You could go.
Okay, how
He
else?
could go carry. Like I feel like he could go carry. To be honest,
Why?
he could go brawler or carry.
Why?
But I guess he doesn't really have range. So,
Ryu.
yeah. Like
the
he gets in your
difference
face.
Between Ryu and Ken, in their canonically, is Ryu's better at chucking Hadoukens, while Ken's better at physical fighting.
Ken's
So
better at kicking you
carry?
in the face.
And Ken's supposed to be slightly faster.
So Ryu should be
Ken
a
just
third.
kicks you in the face.
But in
But
Smash.
Ken's the physical one, so I feel like
But wait, but. In
So that would even
Smash-
more so make him a brawler.
But in Smash, both of them are brawlers.
yeah.
So
No,
what-
but Ryu, still remember, Ryu gets, like, his whole thing is getting in your face with the Shoryuken and stuff like that. So.
Even the differences
still put
are
him in a
in
brawler.
Super Smash Bros. Where Ken's faster than Ryu, and Ryu's better at chucking Hadoukens.
Why is Ryu in a carry?
Huh? Isn't that what we
So
just?
what?
Isn't that what
No.
you said?
No.
So they're both brawlers.
They're both brawlers.
Both brawlers.
Alright. Put the music. What?
What is, Are you tier listing the characters?
No. I just wanted to.
Kirby.
Kirby is an assassin.
We gotta do.
Kirby is everything.
Kirby is an assassin.
I feel like Kirby's a.
I don't
support.
even know. Kirby's a, yeah. I think the.
You inhale
cleanest
somebody
way
and you
to
just
go.
hold them. That you literally just remove someone from play.
My goodness.
Because like
Temporarily.
you could suck up someone, get their ability,
Or
and
spit them
depending
back
on
out.
what their ability is what
Si-
determines
Zero Samus.
him.
Zero Samus suit, or how do you say it?
Zero Suit Samus.
Yes.
Assassin.
Zero Suit Samus.
Assassin.
Yeah, but we already put Dark Samus up here.
So, assassin. Or you wanna put her on carry?
Where are you gonna put?
That's what she's not. She's not a tank, sir. Sir.
I mean, she has the gun, so I could see her going in carry, but like.
He's not gonna wanna put her with the actual.
A prerequisite for carry doesn't have to be a gun. Like literally, we put Villager up here first. Villager is supposed to
He
be
has
our
the
benchmark.
slingshot.
I think assassin. I
Technically a
agree. Go up.
gun, but I'm talking like just like the whole, like her whole thing is like getting you in front of your face and killing you in like 2 seconds. So that's
Yeah.
Okay.
Next.
assassin.
Ganondorf, tank.
I want him
That's
to be
debatable.
a carry.
No.
He's a carry.
That's debatable.
No.
You like give him an opportunity and he just slaps down. Or
He's-
Ganondorf
no.
is
No.
surely a support
make him a make him a mage.
Why a mage?
Because all those
because of all the different
It's-
magical
yeah, it's an ability.
evil
no,
things he could do.
Then
Yeah.
Lucario is a mage? No, he's a carry.
no, Lucario's a mage.
Lucario's a brawler.
No, Lucario's a carry. What are we talking? Aura mechanics?
Yes.
That's a carry right there. That's literally the definition of a carry.
No?
I mean,
The man sits and waits for his time to one shot. What more do you want from your carry? He's racking up his aura stacks.
I think
Yeah,
he's
but
a
but
carry.
but the whole time he's racking that up, he's fighting. He's not like waiting and sitting in a corner and
Brawling
Well,
mage then.
are you
One
saying?
mage.
chanting a thing. He's fighting.
But
Okay.
but usually mage help. They're kind of like support, but like weaker.
Not
I
necessarily.
feel
Some
like
mages can be
Lucario is
more
like
than
the
carries.
Pokemon version of Ryu.
I still
But he's got way more range than Ryu.
I still say carry
I
because
I
of the
say mage.
aura improving hurting
okay,
you.
so okay. First off, I don't feel like we really finished with Ganondorf before we moving up.
I know.
I don't even think we
I know.
really gave
I know.
Ganondorf his flowers.
So Ganondorf,
So we
I
need to
think
talk
he's a
about
tank.
Ganondorf.
I think Ganondorf is a tank because he's so heavy he can take anything, and if
But
he
he's a-
hits you, you are dead.
The man's literal occupation is magical warlock. He's a wizard. He's the dark wizard. He's a wizard, bro.
You're a wizard, Harry.
I think
You're a wizard. Harry.
I think he should be a mage, an
I-
ability-focused mage.
No, but his moveset, his style, how
Yeah,
he plays.
All dark magic.
Yeah, but then wouldn't that mean
Wouldn't that
That
mean?
sells- Zelda is
I mean,
also a
magical
mage?
tank.
Zelda
No.
could be either support
Oh,
or
no.
tank.
see we can just then Robin is a mage.
Yes.
Then
Rob is
put
a straight
Then
mage, yeah.
Palutena is a mage.
Yes.
Then
what are you-
Yeah.
what are you
No, I'd
doing
say
right now?
Palutena is more of a support.
see, I don't think that everybody that has magic is straight up a mage.
Well,
I
there
agree.
are-
Actually, I'm looking back at that. I'm looking back at that Mega Man pick. I'm like, wait a minute. This man, literally, his whole thing is range, shooting you with a bunch of different stuff.
He
That's
should.
carry in like in a nutshell. That's not even a question.
I wanted
How
it to
did
be
this
AP
man end up in
focused.
mage?
I wanted it to be as an ability, not just auto attacks.
Well, he's
But
just.
his ability is
robot.
just shooting stuff at you.
Okay,
He shoots stuff.
there goes creativity. All right.
Lemons.
Okay.
All right.
So I guess.
Okay, so what are we
Ganon is a
doing
mage.
with Ganondorf?
I
Apparently, he's got to be a tank because he's heavy.
The tank.
I think he's a tank.
If we had Categories, I put him in tank mage or mage tank. That's where I'd put him.
But who is
But
Ganondorf really protecting?
Himself.
Okay, fine.
I mean,
whatever.
I think of him like Darius, kind of. Just kind of does his own thing, runs in and
Isn't the mage
summons a
like
big
a
old,
healer?
transforms into a
No.
big pig.
Alright.
A mage can be all sorts of things depending. A mage is a very versatile character, but their whole thing is that they use some sort of magic.
I feel it's some sort of magic.
Yeah. But mages can be just as strong or stronger than carries. They can be tanky if managed correct. They can play a support role, and they often do take on assassin-like traits.
Okay.
Mhm.
Next character then.
The only difference between a mage and an assassin is that the mage tends to not have an escape tool. Or actually, even between a carry.
I was about to say, tell that to Ari, LeBlanc.
Wait, question. Then Inkling is an assassin?
I'd say Inkling's a carry
Because gun.
stuff, gun and traps and stuff like that.
Bombs. Oh, then Snake
Grenades
is a carry.
and the brush and the.
Okay, Inkling.
I like sure Inkling.
Carry.
Alright, so Snake would be also a carry? Or a support? He's more a support.
Snake's a heavy boy.
That too.
Snake's
think he's one of the heaviest
he's
characters
a
in the
spy.
game.
He's an assassin. Where are you going?
That too. Hefty assassin, you know?
Or do you want to call it an ability?
No.
Okay.
I don't even know. I'm not sure.
So he's
This
either a
is-
support or an assassin. Probably more an assassin, because that's his whole gimmick or game.
See, that's what I'm thinking. Like, support feels more like a role than like an actual category for the character. Because everyone in support, like, there's something like special or niche about them that they could fit into every other category, or for the most part, but they also have something specific that makes them not fit into a specific category. So I feel like that support one should be like a specific, like.
I think our support is just a little bit different because we don't have the typical archetype in support, as in a healer. We have these off or utility focused support characters here.
Got it.
So support.
Do you want to call Snake a support?
I think he's a support.
I don't know, because he's not really. I don't think he would really come in clutch as a support character. He can't
He's an
really.
assassin, but he's also kind of
Again, I feel like he could go in every single category here.
so assassin.
Like that's the character. Like
He
it doesn't
is-
matter. He could go tank. He could go brawler. He could go. Well,
Assassin.
maybe not. Brawler would probably be the only one I wouldn't put Snake in.
Assassin.
Carry because of all the different guns and just his range and stuff. Mage because of all the different abilities.
And decoys.
Assassin because I don't know. Snake could go literally anywhere. But brawler.
I think
Ike
Bowser
is
Jr.
a
can
tank.
fit as a. Or are you still on Snake?
No, I'm done. I just said Ike is a tank. Bowser Jr. is a carry or
Since
support.
we already touched on the Fire Emblem cast, so we want to do the rest. Separate.
Roy is a tank. No, a
Separate
carry.
these guys?
No, I don't know what Roy is. What is Roy?
Can we differentiate the difference between the carry and the assassin again? Because I'm putting it with like the carry specifically specializes in having range, right?
Okay, well, okay, so the assassin or the carry, I would say, is more consistent range or consistent damage, so more DPS focused.
Right.
The assassin would be high burst damage, but with added mobility, so either a great entry or great escape tool.
Okay, so carry is focused on high DPS, assassin's focused on high burst damage.
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense.
So
I don't know. What do you guys think with Roy?
Right now I kind of want to go around Roy specifically, and see where everybody else lands. I kind of have like a Falco situation going on with him.
Alright, then next in line from Fire Emblem, Marth.
Marth, he's the general all-around guy, but he's got the tipper.
So support.
I wouldn't put him as a support. He doesn't really benefit the rest of the team if he's not doing damage.
So, I'm confused. Carry?
I would put him more as a carry with his high crit rate on his tipper.
I can see it.
Whereas Lucina, I would put more so as a brawler. Because she's more consistent damage and more of a in the fight person, not a where with Marth you probably wouldn't want him to be in the fight for too long, whereas Lucina should hold her own.
I can see it. What about Roy? We're gonna have to come back to this boy at some point.
We have to. Okay, well,
Well,
okay.
we can dance around this. We
Wait.
can dance around the Corin.
No,
Yeah,
no, we're not dancing around Roy.
What about Crom? Let's go to Crom.
Crom. Oh shit.
Yeah,
Why
no,
would
the last.
you-
This one.
I'm putting Crom in. I'm conflicted between tank and brawler.
Where did you just? Oh.
But you guys convinced me otherwise.
Which one?
I said I'm conflicted between tank and brawler.
Okay, so I actually don't know much about
I
Crom.
don't know either.
His moveset is based on Roy's, but like he has like Ike's up B
Alright, too close to Roy.
and like I don't
Bro,
know.
Corin
Then I have
is
to
mage.
get to Roy and stuff. Robin is a mage.
Corin,
Yo,
Robin.
I have 7 Fire Emblem characters.
Robin is a mage.
I got time to spare.
Bro,
Robin is a mage.
Robin, Corin is
I just lost Robin.
Robin, you
He's
just
right
put it
beside
up
Roy.
there.
Robin's a mage.
So Corin is a mage.
Actually,
He's a dragon.
hold on. What if we put Robin as support? Because Robin has
I can
heals.
see it too.
Robin has heals. Robin comes with also the dark heals, so a life steal.
I can see it. I
You
can see
can
it.
use thunder to capture your foes, temporarily stun.
I can see it.
Fire to block off paths. I think this is a support.
Support mage. Yep, I can see it.
I see Corin, yeah, as a mage.
Then wouldn't Byleth be also a support? Because Byleth has so many weapons.
I feel like Byleth goes under brawler, but I might be wrong. Just because all of the weapons are meant to fight, kind of thing. But
At different
Byleth
distances.
isn't really an assassin, and yeah, I don't see Byleth as a carry either.
Yeah, so I would say I would personally even make Byleth a mix attack damage and magic damage.
Then I would say that Crom would be a brawler. From what you guys are saying.
Yeah, but at the same time, like I feel like Crom is the second heaviest out of
Yeah, I
all
want
the
to put
Fire
Crom
Emblem
as a tank.
characters, so I don't know.
I say tank. Isn't he like a?
He could go anywhere you want to go.
Oh my gracious.
All right, I think he should be a tank.
Right.
I think he's like a frontline warlord type character. Then-
Crom is lighter than, or the same weight as Roy, heavier than Robin, and lighter than Corin.
In this case, look for like his lore. What type of personality is he?
What do you mean? I don't know.
Do you know anything about his personality that would put him one way or another?
Yo, Roy is an assassin.
I would probably put Roy as an assassin. He's a
Why?
Roy is an assassin.
He's a
He
headstrong
gets up in
character.
your
He
face
gets up
and he
in- yeah.
blows you up.
The man goes in
Gets
full
in
charge.
your face and blows you up.
No hesitation.
Isn't that a brawler?
No,
Well-
because like the,
Brawler can
the
sustain
thing that
himself.
the thing that Dolga said about specifically about assassins is that they have high like burst damage in like short periods of time. So like I'm even still thinking about that snake pig, but we can talk about that later. But Roy, like he just gets in your face, and he just blows you up.
That makes sense.
I also
So, yeah.
mentioned that assassins would have either a great approach tool, a great escape tool, or some sort of disengage. So for Snake,
That too. I feel like
I would argue you would have like invisibility or something like that to get up close.
also so you're using like abilities that Snake has outside of just.
Canonically,
Oh,
yeah,
in that
canonically.
case, then I get it. No, I
That's-
understand.
yeah.
I thought you were going based off of like his like moveset and stuff. And
Yeah,
stuff, but
I am
Snake
using
is
the
actually
moveset.
like a spy.
I am using the moveset from like Super Smash Bros. to kind of gauge their basic skills that they would use right? Like I would, like if you were to click a button, but it doesn't have to
But
set
at the
them in
core,
stone.
like Snake is a spy.
But
So,
canonically,
yeah,
Snake is a spy. This is kind of also why Sonic's up here, because Sonic's literally super fast. He can engage real good.
yeah. Okay, that makes sense. I
But
understand.
in characters like Luigi, who don't show a specific trait, then their moveset would be weighed heavier.
True.
Alright, so who else?
Alright, everyone's fan favorite. Gotta get to Falcon.
Brawler?
Carry.
Because of the Falcon Punch?
Explain your reasoning.
Because of Falcon Punch? Is that why?
No.
Then
It's
why?
not one move. Because...
High DPS.
No, because he's a hype character. He's
Because
one-
he's a hype. Oh, the carry. Okay, I got it.
Yeah, he's the hype character. He's
Oh
the
my
hype man. So like, I think it would be interesting to center a whole focus on protecting him until he's strong enough to just go around and like one-shotting everybody.
Yo, what kind of bot lane is this? Flipping
And
Ridley and
I think-
Captain Falcon on the same team.
I think it would be hilarious to train up a Captain Falcon and then watch him just raptor boost everybody.
I could see him as a carry, yeah.
And plus, I want more interesting carries than just people with gun.
Can we get...
Speaking of people with guns, Diddy Kong.
Joker. Wait, who'd you say?
I said Diddy Kong.
We were not on the same page there.
We sure weren't. And Joker was going an assassin.
Wait. I wanna
What do
do the
you do?
Pokemons later. Is that all the Pokemons?
You missed Mewtwo.
Wait, shoot, hold on. Go scroll up for a second. Okay, no, we got Lucario. I was about to say, have we dubbed one Pokemon?
Yes. Okay, so you said...
I feel like I've been avoiding the Pokemon.
Well,
Yo,
Lucario.
how do we do Pokemon Trainer? What the frick is...
Okay, that's why I wanted to put him next.
Support.
Wait. Hepto said something about Diddy Kong.
Oh, I was saying Diddy Kong. See, I put him at carry, but he could also be
I was
an
thinking support.
assassin because
I
he's
want to say
fast.
Brawler.
I was gonna say support.
Why wouldn't he be a support?
Because of
pretty-
the banana. The banana is dead.
See, but that's the other thing too. Yeah, Diddy Kong's a trickster as well. So for Brawler, he's not really a fighter.
yeah,
kind of thing.
he needs to go...
I would argue that he'd be like a poke type brawler. Someone
carry.
who would use not like a carry. He'd be a little bit more durable than a carry, but he would have tools to at least protect himself, not necessarily others with support. But like, just have the banana to section off areas, as well as his peanut gun to poke. But he doesn't really want it. Okay, what's that guy?
So if I'm basing it based off of both the moveset and the lore, like Diddy Kong is the one that you use to like speed run the stage. So that represents like speed to me, which is where like the carry or the assassin comes in. And then like I'm thinking of his moveset too, where he's not really like he gets in your face and like does stuff, but like he's waiting for you to trip up first. That's why like he has like the banana and stuff. So that's why I
Yeah,
put him at like
I feel like he won't
could
be...
go support too. I don't even know.
But if you're playing the patience game, then you're not really an assassin, right?
No, but like, no,
It's the damage that he racks up like in the period of time that when he gets you kind of thing is what I'm thinking.
I'm just saying, you can do some
Like-
nice
like it-
setups
when I
with
say-
Diddy.
I would rather put him as a carry than an assassin.
I would rather put him as a support. I still believe he's a support.
Because of the one banana?
Well, yeah,
Alright, we flipping the coin. I'm joking.
because that's Diddy's thing, the banana.
No, that's just how Zero uses them.
I could see him as a support too, like a carry support as well.
Alright.
Okay, Pokemon.
How are you
I don't
both
know.
a carry and a support, though?
Aren't carry supports?
No.
Okay.
Carries need supports.
Yeah.
Okay, then I don't know.
You know, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know. Yeah, I would probably want to put. I think about it now. I wouldn't put Diddy Kong as a support.
Okay, can we move on from Diddy?
Where's Diddy going?
We
I don't
still
know,
need
you
to
said
say where
Carrie.
he's going.
We need to agree.
I don't know. I said I do not know.
I think Carrie is probably the safest choice.
All right. Plus, I would want
But-
interesting carry.
We can have a comment about that. So put your suggestion in the bottom in the comment section where you think that he should go.
Yo, we're gonna start a shitstorm with this.
No, that's fine. That's the point. This is all for fun.
Why is Shulk a mage?
This is all supposed to generate a conversation.
Not even how Minato works.
Oh my.
Alright, so
That's not you
Mewtwo
guys,
I
that's
think
just
would
me.
be a mage. I said
So-
Mewtwo I think would be a mage.
Are we
You
avoiding
guys,
Pokemon
you guys
trainer?
could debate that.
I actually think Mewtwo should be support.
No.
Disable as well as reflect. Those are support moves.
He's all magic.
As well as confusion. Well, yeah, you can have a magical
But
support.
he's all magic though. Then you're gonna put Ganon as support?
I wanted to put Ganon somewhere else. Okay, what do you say, Pepto?
I say mage.
Okay, you know
Just because even though those are all like
he is the strongest Pokemon, sure, fine, whatever, I'll settle with that.
Pokemon
I like
trainer.
mages.
I think he would be support because of how much variation he has. He
Yeah.
has all the fast
Yeah.
moving character, the long range, and the powerful. He's
Yeah.
all of them.
yeah, I think Nyx is on something there. I respect that decision.
Sure. I would
I
want
respect that.
Pokemon Trainer to have like something to actually help out, like Bulbasaur be a dedicated healer, Squirtle be for movement to increase movement speed, and Charizard to like, I don't know, to push or pull enemies from one side or another with like Flare Blitz to displace enemies.
So all support qualities.
Yeah.
I that's what I think.
And
Incineroar is Brawler.
I think he's a tank.
I have no idea. I'm guessing right now. I don't
debate why. Explain
Brawler
your work.
Brawler, cause he's a luchador. That's what, like, fighting in the ring type of guy that I grab you and punch you till we both like pass out.
So I guess kind of like a Jarvan's type scenario, but in the same right, I was kind of going to use that example to pull him as a tank, more so close to like Blitzcrank, where he would grab you and throw you backwards, or no, Singed is what I'm thinking, right? So you would find a person out of formation, and you would grab them and chuck them into a pile of your teammates, using Incineroar's clothesline grab.
The deal breaker for me was that a new character just came out called Set in League of Legends, and I feel like, not to say that Incineroar plays like Set, that's not what I said, but that the mechanic of like building up a meter or building up a bar to then like dish out big damage, like that I think is like a heavy trade of a brawler kind of thing.
So you're talking Incineroar's like revenge meter, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like he has tank like traits, but like it's to then eventually like dish out like big amounts of damage and stuff. And his overall
so
like
it's 2 for brawler there.
Yeah.
So what are your? Sorry. So
like I respect the tank one, and like I would say like both, but because like just like Nyx mentioned, like he's more of a get up in your face fight kind of character.
So what I'm
And stuff.
taking from this is Incineroar is actually a tank, but brawler, a brawler tank.
Yeah, a tanky brawler. He'll have much more resilience than say Mario.
I was gonna say Little Mac.
Well, I didn't want to pick on Lil Mac, so
Oh.
I was trying to toss him a bone, but thank you very much.
Okay, next one. Pikachu and Pichu.
Nope.
Pikachu would be.
I will leave this chat.
What?
Bruh.
said I will leave his chat.
Why? Okay, I think
Because
Peachy should be an
I do not
assassin.
care about those two. I could leave those to the end.
Oh my.
I don't want to end up on Peach.
I literally don't know where to put those two at all.
Banjo and Kazooie. Are they support or like
Carry. I don't even like Banjo, but I will say he's a carry.
Question, concerns? Tapto?
I'm not sure because Banjo is a fighting type kind of character, but then he has Kazooie who has all the different tools and stuff. So
I
I could see where carry comes into play.
I would
So
want them.
I'm not sure.
I would want them to work as like a stance switching unit, where Banjo is like an up close and personal fighter, and then he can switch to a Kazooie type mode, where he'd be more ranged, but he would still deal the same kind of damage.
Escaping tool as well.
That would be sick, but then I'd also feel like, oh, he'd be like Nar. That's the character that he just reminded me of.
I have no idea what that is.
Cool, that is.
That's pretty much what that character is. Like she starts off super squishy, like kind of like Pichu and stuff, but really good damage and does like I think % health damage again. I don't know the specifics. Don't come crucify me. But then he over time generates this bar and stuff and transforms into a tank. So I'd say like Banjo would be like the brawler, not the tank. Like you switch the stance to Banjo and become more of a brawler where he gets up in your face and rolls on you and stuff like that, and slaps Kazooie down on you.
Jeez.
But then yeah, like the he starts off more of a, so he would be like played in the top lane similar to Samus is what I'd say. So I can see him as a carry as well.
Hero is a mage?
Hero is definitely a mage.
He's a brawler, but with magic.
I won't argue against it.
Alright, yeah, he's like a magic knight.
Peach.
Mage. Both of them I put as mages. Even though like it would make sense to put them as supports, I'd put them as mages.
See, I want to do this, but now that kind of upsets me that these guys aren't magical, but yet they get the mage treatment. And when I want to be creative,
say Mewtwo, yeah.
What about Peach as a mage and Daisy as a support?
They're both like one and the same. So I don't know. Why was I so quick to say mage? Actually, I'd go back on that. I feel like they would be supports. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Why would they be a support? They have no supporting. Well, technically, if you want to include their final smash.
Well, that plus the fact that like they use like the turnips as things. They have the reflector with Toad. They have the way to get in with the side B. You know.
But what ability? Hold on.
They have the umbrella.
Explain how this would be used in a supporting role. Why would I want this as my partner?
So for Toad, like you can stand in front of the carry if they're the support, and you use Toad to just basically make them invulnerable for like a few seconds and reflect the damage that's being done at them.
And that makes sense.
From range, they can throw the turnips and stuff. I feel like it'd actually be funny. It would be funny if like you could like switch the different stances that they had while they're in like the lane or whatever it is, or just like in general. So like they could switch to like the soccer one where like they're now dribbling a soccer ball and then they're kicking that as a range attack, or you could switch them to the golf one. Now they're putting golf balls and stuff, or you could switch them to the cooking one and like I don't know, they're throwing frying pans at you. So yeah, I feel like they actually could fit they probably fit the support one more than like the ability one, even though they both have like I think like magical like traits to them. Like I just feel like their moveset would be very interesting to work with in the support.
Yeah.
In the support-esque role.
You know what I'm thinking? I don't know why, but I'm thinking of putting Peach as a tank.
I mean, with her side B.
Call it like a parasol shield. The Toad blockage. I don't know what you turn up for regeneration or something like that.
So you're saying that Daisy's also a tank?
No, I would
to
actually...
be perfectly honest with you, I was gonna say
I'm thinking this.
that closer for Rosalina. But we're not even
I'm
there
thinking
yet.
this,
Brawler.
where Peach and Daisy would have the same sort of kit, except Daisy's would be more attack oriented and Peach's would be more defense oriented.
She's a brawler?
Yeah. I think this would be interesting, and on top of that, we have no females up in tank, and that's not the only reason why. It's just
I was just, but we were gonna get to Rosalina at some point.
it's just that I want to kind of break up the trope of, hey, to be a tank you have to be a big burly character, except for Chrom.
I mean, I was about to say Crom's a pretty boy.
Okay, but Chrom got it.
You don't think DDD's not pulling it?
Oh!
But Chrom got in here for special reasons.
Ganon is a pretty
But
boy. He has
You don't think Ganon's not pulling in?
I think Peach as a tank would be an interesting concept that flows along with Mario or Luigi as an assassin.
Then what about Rosalina?
Rosalina, I would put more of a mage. It's not really like literally that's a wand. That's literally a wand right there, and it's not even her doing much of the fighting. It's Luma, so you can call that like a spiritual,
A soul.
like a spirit tamer type character. Those usually fill the mage type archetype, and on top of that, she has the power of the galaxy, so destroying gravity.
Rob,
I won't argue against it.
I agree.
We're doing Rob now?
Rob is a tank.
Yeah, sure. I would
I
say
won't argue against it.
tank. I can see him as a support too, but
He's a heavy hitter.
yeah, don't put so much emphasis on their weight or on their weight class, unless we need a deciding factor.
Well, I just see him as a tank.
I thought that was the reason why even like Ganondorf was there too.
Well, again, I didn't want to put
because he's a
Ganondorf
big
there.
boy.
All right, so next, what else are we doing?
Piranha Plant. I have no idea.
I would say support. This is a dot damage type of character. This is someone you want in the background, not on the front lines. Pepto.
For
I'll edit
PP, what do they call him? I forgot the.
Say support.
I feel like he has a lot of like utility and stuff that he brings to the table.
Dr. Mario? And
Tank.
Olimar, actually.
Big
Olimar.
tank boy.
Actually, I think Piranha Plant might be more of a mage.
Huh?
I wouldn't argue against it, but
Because
I feel like
his stuff doesn't really help.
he's more of like a
anybody.
support mage.
Yeah, he's a
like
support
I wouldn't play him in the mid lane, even though you probably can.
All right, for now we'll leave him here. Then. Who next?
Wait, so who are we
Olimar.
doing next?
Olimar.
Olimar? Okay. Support again?
Is this a supporting character? We can send Pikmin rescue teams.
The down B acts as a shield thing for you and your allies.
And like HP regen
His Pikmin offer different elemental and
buff.
overall attributes, buffs, stuff like that. So yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like that's not a bad choice.
Wheat Fit Trainer.
Wheat
I'm
Fit.
Brawler?
actually not sure.
Brawler.
I think this is a support character too.
Yo, she's for sure a mage.
I want to say support here. Like her coaching would be something to inspire the team. So like,
Yeah,
she would use
how's
like
inspired the team helping me win?
she's coaching. She's telling you to kind of
You're
continue
saying
on.
she's a mage?
No, I did. I was trolling.
To feel the burn, and then she's pumping up the team, giving
So
everybody
maybe
support.
she gives
morale
every
boost.
different buffs and stuff.
Yeah. And then like deep breathing would not only heal her, but like heal the team to an extent too.
All right.
Like she'll have like rest, an ability, some sort of thing that gives people like rest periods type thing, or cooldown resets for
I
her
can
team.
see it.
Yeah, that's support.
I respect it.
Dr. Mario.
Tank.
But he's a doctor.
Tank.
But he's a.
Tank.
What do you say?
Big tank.
Yo, I wanted the doctor to be a healer, to be a straight up
Tank.
healer.
No, we're
Tanky,
breaking
tanky,
the
tank.
rules.
Okay.
Okay, next one. I think Duck Hunt.
Make him a mage.
What? Why is mage the default? I don't know.
It's not an I
Duck
don't know.
Hunt a mage?
Because
I feel like he would be a support too. He would. I feel like Duck Hunt would for sure be a support.
I want him to just be a trolling trickster type character. He just plants.
Duck Hunt could even be a carry.
But
No, I'd even more. Nah, now I'm thinking about it.
Banjo.
I'd even more so see Duck Hunt like a carry. Who cares if they're close?
Look how close they are.
We're going based. Who
The
cares?
same character.
Just put it higher up.
Dog and bird.
Alright, Yoshi.
I don't know.
Tank.
You could have a field day with Yoshi. Like he could be brawler. He could be support. He could be assassin. He could be tank.
Yeah, you know what? I'm actually. I was joking
I
at
don't
first.
even know.
I was actually joking at first, but Yoshi's run speed.
But yeah, but at the same time,
No, just imagine this.
he armors through everything.
Yeah, yeah.
So I could see tank.
It's temporary armor. Remember, it's only on one jump. So you.
I know, yeah, but that jump is like a long time worth of
Exactly.
just, like vulnerability.
Exactly. So imagine this: you're in your lane, and then out from a bush, wild Yoshi, full speed. You try to run, but then the tongue comes out. It's too late.
I don't know. I'm not sure. Yoshi's too versatile. He could be played anywhere and be any role.
Speedy tank.
Yep.
That's a that's a dangerous thing. Speedy tank. Yeah, you fine. Yeah, sure.
Yo, look at that. Bowser,
I won't argue about it.
Mario and Luigi in the same category.
Pepto, you're saying you're not arguing this?
No, I said I won't argue with it.
Okay, moving on then.
Pac-Man.
I
Support?
I don't know.
I think support because of the what is the water thing?
The hydrant?
I could see him as a brawler too.
And then
Even though he has all like the different stuff, like in the end, like he's finding you like up close.
Pac-Man was a carry. Actually, I can't even see that one working. Never mind.
That'd be a joke.
Well, that's the point.
I could see either brawler or support, to be honest. So whichever one you feel more comfortable doing.
I don't know. Pac-Man
I'm
doesn't.
fine either way. I agree with Brawler as well.
Crap. Alright, I'll stick him in Brawler. I don't really see Pac-Man as a support type character. Like, I know he can produce food, but the only one really, I feel like the only one who would get benefits from it would be him.
Alright, so Brawler.
Kind of like he comes with a unique item that only he uses.
Joker.
Assassin.
I want to say carry.
Because of Arsene?
Yeah, you train him up.
I'd be either, right?
You train him up, and then like after like mid-game, Arsene comes out and stays out until death.
I could see that too. But at the same time, you have a champion like Kane who, in the beginning of it's the same thing, but he's an assassin in that.
Pit.
Oh, but
You're just kind of drifted off.
I could see it as carry. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about the Joker one yet. I'm not sure.
Support?
I feel like Pit is a.
Then what about Dark Pit?
Perhaps.
I feel like Pit is a brawler.
Or
even though he like has guns and stuff, like oddly enough, most of the guns he has like switches, or most of the guns he has switch is into melee weapons. So he's like a hybrid carry brawler thing. If there was a brawler carry category, I'd put him in Dark Pit. I put Dark Pit probably more assassin.
yeah, Dark Pit would be more ranged. Probably a more distant assassin, but I would still say an assassin where if you catch up to him, you can pretty much like end him quick, but he doesn't want you to get that close. Okay, alright with that.
Ice climbers. Carry.
Support. Why carry?
Because there's two of them.
Oh, that's sick. Yo, like their rage move could be them using their neutral beam, the one where they're throwing the ice cubes on the ground or whatever, and then when they get up close, they start smacking you with the hammer.
We got all three pairs as a carry.
That's lit.
I feel
I'm not against it.
I feel we should differ them somehow.
Then put
Okay.
Duck Hunt as a
So for
support.
instance, where would you put Ice Climbers?
I'm trying to think what we're working with here. I don't want to fill up the.
I can see
assassin
Ice
either.
Climbers as more brawlers, to be honest. Now that I'm
That
thinking
too.
about it.
Yeah, then put them as brawlers.
Because they're not really squishy compared to.
I want to do something with like their ability to like desync and be two individuals at the same time. Because unlike the other two pairs, these guys can work independently.
I feel like that's too much.
Well, think of it like Shaco, the clown thing. Is that his name?
Yeah.
So think of it like that, where like Nana would function almost like an illusion, but would actually be a physical character that you would bounce between.
Okay. Oh,
So
that'd actually be cool.
You
So,
can leave one in the
how would
bush
you-
and have one wander around, or you can unite them for double the damage.
Like the game's.
how do you control them though?
Kind of. To control them.
I was thinking like there's this game. It's called Sticks.
Styx, Master of the Shadows.
So basically, you can create a clone of yourself,
Mhm.
which you can. Let's say you hide your original body, and then that way you can control the shadow clone, and you can leave it on containers and stuff. That way, when guards pass, because you're. How do you describe the game?
It's a
Okay,
stealth
maybe
game.
just to simplify it, it'd probably just be a keybind.
Yeah.
But my point.
So
wait,
yeah,
Picto.
maybe like shift or something.
My point is that you could leave this clone on a bush or something, and if a guard passes by, he would grab the guard and kill him.
So basically, what I'm getting here is there'd be a dedicated switch button between Nana and Popo, where if
Yeah.
they're separate, you can essentially teleport across the map, right? But at the cost of half your damage output, right? Because they're not together. So you can either keep them together, deal both damage, or split them apart in an attempt to lure somebody, or keep someone in a space ready for what's called a gank at any point in time, if that makes
I
sense.
gotcha. It does.
So what are we deciding on?
I feel like they'd have to really balance it though. I'm
They
saying
would.
yeah. I agree with Brawler for Ice Climbers.
But I think.
And
they
again,
do
I
have
keep-
a
I
very
keep-
unique thing going on there.
I keep Duck Hunt and Banjo there because they're not like in the same position. Like Banjo is in the top lane, or would be like a top lane. Like he doesn't play with the support, whereas Duck Hunt would play with the support
Yeah, Duck
in
Hunt
the
would be.
bot lane. Like he's more of a carry. Yeah.
Duck Hunt would be specifically back row, a back row fighter, whereas Banjo would be mid to front end.
Right.
Like Duck Hunt's not looking to engage, but he's looking to pick off people, whereas Banjo is, I'm gonna walk in here and tear down your armor.
Exactly. So those two are fine. So
Almost done.
Just because you picked up Zelda, Mage.
I feel
No questions
Zelda,
asked, I think, with that one.
Zelda, put Palutena as support. I say Palutena as support. What do you say?
I agree too, because
If Zelda
all the
mage-
different spells that she has, like, there's just so much different variety. So,
buffs, heals, and she
Yeah.
can grant people wings.
I think Cloud is a brawler.
I won't argue against it.
I can't really put him anywhere.
I don't see him as an assassin, so yeah,
I
Brawlers.
don't see him as an assassin. I don't think he
Can we
can.
put him as a tank, actually? I think he'd be a better tank.
Why?
Because
I don't think he's a tanky guy,
he is a
even though he has the big sword.
Knuckle fusion. But whatever, like, I don't know. I just want some sort of different type of tank, and I think he would fit. He's a very defensive person, I would assume.
Wouldn't Wario be a tank?
I'm gonna put Wario as a mage.
What?
Just
Gas
because he
mage.
farts. A gas mage. That is some magic I don't want to be around.
Real dark
Sure.
magic.
So, Cloud, are we deciding brawler or tank?
Are we sticking Cloud with the brawlers?
I think I think that's his place, but I might be wrong.
I think
Don't
so
quote
too.
me.
He could even be a carrier because of the limit. But
Even then, still I put him as a brawler.
See, I would kind of change up limit. That gives him like temporary immortality, because like the Final Fantasy characters, in all aspects, they do some ridiculous shit.
I don't know. I think
So
not.
keeping him as brawler.
Fine, whatever.
Alright, so
Wait, no, we're not skipping past Wario that just got into the mage category. We need to talk about that. 'Cause I don't know about that.
so what? I think
Oh, well,
Just because he farts.
I
How
think
is
he's
that
a support,
qualified to be the
actually.
mage?
This is kind of his main thing.
I think he's a support because of how the range
How-
of his
How is
motorcycle
how is riding a bike a mage?
he
That's
can
not
teleport.
farting is not his
Yo,
main
yo,
thing.
yo! But remember, he needs to power the bike. And what do you power vehicles with? With gas.
No, I'm not comfortable with the.
Do
with
you
the
see
mage.
any fuel pumps in the Mushroom Kingdom, though?
Assassin? No. How did he get there?
Because gas, it's deadly.
Knockout gas? Yeah, you know what? I'll agree with Assassin. He rolls up real quick on his motorcycle. It's too late. Poops on your face, and then he rides off. Like a horseman of the dead.
So it's like, oh my
Yeah,
god, no.
That's Death's horseman right there. And I like it because it's untraditional. I want more untraditional, unconventional characters.
Alright, what
needs to be
about
creative.
Bowser Jr.? Support? Because of his turrets and stuff?
I would put him as a mage.
Huh?
Because you have turrets doesn't make you a support. I'm thinking Heimerdinger logic right now.
I don't know.
He's a mage character who places down turrets. What do you say, Pepto?
I feel like the clown copter can. Yeah, I don't know if they've really like shown the capabilities of the clown copter, so I wouldn't argue against either or. So
I'm
whichever you.
confused.
We need a deciding factor. All right. We need something to weigh him one side or another.
Mage, right?
Because he can transform, and if we're going specifically with Bowser, well, no, even the Koopa kids, they all have their different wands and stuff. So, yeah, I'd say Mage would probably be the
Terry as a carry?
Because of the go.
Carry Terry?
because of the go. I like that.
Because
It's like
at the
Harry is a
beginning,
carry.
when he is on field, he can't really do a lot of his moves. He's not as strong as he can be.
He's
But-
not at max potential.
So once the go appears, he can one shot you.
Is that even how it works in like King of Fighters? I've never played King
He's
of
a
Fighters.
brawler, but I don't want to put him with Ken and Rio again. Like all three of them together.
Like I'm all for a different
I
type
for
of carry.
sure think Terry is a brawler.
Well, yeah, he's a brawler, but I think because of the go capability thing that he gets after 100% damage, I think he should be a carry.
I
I for sure think Terry is a brawler.
see. I want to say brawler, but like I also want to go err on the side of creativity for the sake of the video. But I don't.
Okay, we'll come back to that one.
Yeah, I feel like he's got to go brawler.
Toon Link, and Young Link.
Young Link is an
Can we
assassin.
save those guys for like last? Because I don't want to end off on Pichu.
I was gonna leave these guys for last.
I don't want to touch those two at all.
Just get
If
rid
we
of
could
them.
just skip this video and not touch those. No, that's not right. That's not right.
Hold on.
Oh, you moved
There.
Ken.
How did
That-
Pichu touch assassin?
Because high damage output and low defense.
Alright, so that means that Pikachu is a tank.
No.
Huh?
They're both. They're
Wait a
both.
minute.
Hold on. They're both mages. Both of them are mages. It's just Pichu would have a way higher damage output and way less ways to escape battle. Whereas Pikachu would be more consistent.
Alright, so what about Simon and Victor? What's the difference between them?
Now hear me out for a second. Hear me
Oh,
out. Even
no.
though I didn't want to touch these two at all. What if Pikachu was a carry?
Why?
I can see it.
Because of the fact that he can use his Thunderbolts, his range, and you know, he kind of gets up in your face. Like I see him kind of like as a Kennen, if you know that champion from League. But
Yeah.
Kennen's like a mage too.
Yeah.
So like I don't even know.
So like
I don't know.
Kennen can also be played as an assassin if I remember correctly.
That is, yeah, so I don't know.
So that's kinda
that's why I
why
didn't want to
put
touch
Pichu
these
up
two
top.
at all. Alright, for the sake of trying to be as creative / realistic as possible, I feel like Pikachu deserves to be in the mage category, even though I feel like him in the carry role would be interesting, but at the same time I'm thinking like his whole like shtick is generating thunder kind of thing, and then just shocking you with a lot of thunder. That reminds me a lot of Kennen kind of thing, but then at the same time, just in general, like Pikachu. I definitely had a thought there that I didn't finish.
It's okay.
Alright, so I think that's what we're going with.
I hate those two characters.
Why is Terry back here?
Because we're leaving.
Because we did decide
last.
if
I'm not leaving. Why?
Because we haven't decided.
it's because of the
Next.
fact that he gets to that
Next.
point where he does the one. Sorry, next. Just because he gets to that point in which he does the big like damaging move and stuff after taking like enough damage. That's the only reason like why you put him as a carry.
I don't really know much about this, so I think yeah. I know he's a brawler, but his ability, that's what differentiates him from Ken and Ryu. He has that extra step.
Whatchamacallit? It's just in his games, he literally has all those moves at all times.
Well, yeah, but we're looking at Smash characters, not each character for their own game. Because if it's because of that, this list is messed up.
Well, we're taking into account
But
both.
that was.
Well,
I
yeah.
thought that was the
we
thing
are
that got us
considering
stuck
both.
Well,
with,
yeah, we are
the Star Fox characters.
Yeah,
'cause
and Snake too.
But yeah, I'm
we
saying, I'm
didn't,
just
yeah.
saying, considering both, yes, even though all of those moves he has after the go, it's part of his style. In Smash, that's what makes him different from Ken and Ryu. The fact that he has that extra power.
I'm kind of leaning towards a Pyro Mage.
Huh?
Like someone from the Fire Nation, a mage that uses fire, but like he's still up close and personal.
If you think Terry should be a support character in the Smash MOBA, put the
Nobody
thumbs
thinks Terry should
up.
be support.
Smash that thumbs up button.
Nobody thinks. I will be surprised.
Hit the like!
That one kid in the comment who says Terry support
I believe it.
because he saved one person that one time.
I support the movement. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know, but
I'm just going based off of the fact that like Terry's entire kid is built around fighting you.
Because if we
Quarter
give
combat.
Terry the pass just because he has the Power Geyser mechanic in his Go feature, then what's Lucario doing here?
Well, Lucario, because he's amazing.
Again, I thought Lucario was a brawler, but hey,
But
that's
Terry
what
doesn't
I
have any
said.
magic.
Lucario's a brawler.
All the fire.
Even though he has the aura mechanic, his main thing is based around close quarters fighting.
Yo,
Okay,
Both of
whatever.
them.
I
Even
like
though
Or-
they have their own
personally,
like
I like War
unique
Mages, so-
things, their whole like thing is built around fighting, kind of thing. That's what I get from like the brawler category. Is just like a whole like these guys are like fighters.
and you
kind
know
of
we put Incineroar in this category for that reason, because of his mechanic that powers them up.
Right.
Literally Incineroar.
But he's still a fighter.
Yeah.
In the end of the day. So that brings back Lucario to that conversation.
Can we revisit one thing?
Sure.
We put Joker as a carry due to Arsene. What would be the difference there?
Difference between what?
Between Joker, Incineroar, and Lucario. Because technically all of these are a form, one way or another, of magic. But
wait, you said Incineroar?
Yeah, because we're trying to make a definitive ruling on power mechanics that puts you in one category or another for the sake of Terry.
So Joker, because of what you guys said, would be magic. Or assassin.
So I'm going based off of what we have from Smash and what we have from Persona 5, for instance,
yeah.
for Joker. That's like the main thing that we're basing all of these suggestions off of. So Joker
Persona,
in Persona, Joker in daylight is the main character and all that stuff and goes to school and stuff. But at night changes to this guy that goes undercover with his team to go and infiltrate all these places and stuff like that. Very assassin-like, spy-like traits. He uses like that short knife there. It's not like a sword or something like that or kind of thing. It's more like a throwing dagger kind of knife.
Alright, so are we moving?
And he even has like the needle thing, same thing that Sheik has, for instance.
So is Joker losing his status right now?
Well, he's not losing his status. I originally thought he was an assassin solely based off of that fact, but
I left him as a carry because I thought he would be more tanky than the regular type of assassin, having the backup in Arsene. Arsene being a literal second figure that interacts with the world, unlike with say Incineroar or Lucario, where it's just kind of it's a stand. It's essentially a stand or a second spirit. But essentially, Arsene's a different character altogether, who functions as a higher up to Joker. And that's why I wanted to put him as a carry, because you gotta pretty much feed Joker until he can pull out Arsene. Then Arsene takes over. So that was my reason.
I see. Yeah, that makes sense.
Whereas with Incineroar, it's a battle mechanic. Revenge is a battle mechanic where the more he would willingly put himself in the dangerous position to pretty much put himself in a critical situation to kind of put that weight on his shoulders. He's looking for that to use as fuel. A sort of burning passion, never give up spirit incarnate. So that's why I would kind of agree to leave him in Brawler. With Lucario, I would still argue that Lucario is a carry as well.
As a carry or a mage?
I can see Lucario as both. He can go either or, which is why I'm okay with him as a mage. But my first thought was a carry of, again, his mechanic exponentially increases his power output to the point where he becomes unstoppable. And I think the definition of the character is you get to a point where you become unstoppable. The difference with Terry, though, is Terry's mechanic was only introduced in Super Smash Bros. It's not something inherently with him. Whereas Lucario or Joker have that inherently with them. But even in Incineroar, he doesn't come with revenge by default. That's just something you teach Incineroar.
See, but that's the thing too with Persona. I think that you can activate in the the fights in Persona 5. You can activate, I guess, the personas.
Yes.
During the battle at
any moment.
With the press of a button.
Yes.
So even though that's the mechanic that they put in Smash to kind of balance it out, that's different from what's actually in the game.
Yeah, under normal circumstances.
Which is kind of where I put him in. Why I put him in assassin, but I could also still see him in carry in that likeness too. In that once he gets to that point where he has Arsene, like he might have it for the rest of like the game, kind of thing, and like that's his like powered up form. But
Yeah.
like it takes like 20 minutes, and maybe like you have to like get a certain amount of kills or a certain amount of, I don't know, something to get to that point where you unlock Arsene, and then for the rest of the game, yeah, you have him. Kind of
Yeah,
thing.
like I feel like that's more of a carry because again in Persona, he can call.
But
Persona functions very similar to a JoJo stand. They're very similar.
Right.
So imagine just Star Platinum right there on field. That is not really something many people would contest with. I'm not saying he's
Right.
undefeatable, but I'm saying it's kind of different. It's kind of a challenge. It's kind of something. Once it takes stage, it kind of takes priority on stage to get rid of. Whereas
I could go either or for Joker in terms of putting him in either category.
whereas
Lucario, I could see where you're coming from for both. I still put him as a brawler personally myself, but I can understand where you're coming from for the other categories that you suggested as well. So I'm okay with him being where he is.
I would say Terry would be very similar to Cloud, right? Where they both would have their form. Okay, even closer is Little Mac. Little Mac has almost the KO mechanic, which is literally the same as the bow mechanic, except one's reusable for limited for a period until death.
Right.
But it's like a cross between the KO punch and Cloud's limit break, where Cloud has a diverse set of moves. And if we're going from Cloud functionally, like in his own series, then Cloud would make a stronger argument for carry than even Terry.
For the sake of keeping the video moving on, because we still have 5 more characters to go,
Yeah, we've kind of been
I
stuck
think
on
we
Terry.
might as well just leave them where they are. And
So does this make sense? What we're
yeah.
all right?
Again, remember, this is all just like our personal opinions. None of this is like set in stone. This is all just a
There's no
what if
game
scenario
made.
kind of thing. And yeah, again, this is all just like for fun.
Our
So,
opinions don't matter. We're gonna be wrong somewhere,
Yeah.
anyways. Again, I don't know why Shulk's a mage. I don't know why
right.
Little Mac's a brawler. We're just
Let's
doing
go
stuff.
down the list, starting from the top.
Richter.
Let's go down the list, starting from the.
Richter.
All right, guys. I think that was a good list. If you enjoyed the video.
Richter. What do we do with this one? What do we do with this boy? Who is he?
I mean, maybe assassin. Maybe assassin.
Yo, this man
If
can't move.
anyone wants to argue otherwise, you
This
can tell
man
me why.
can't move though. I'm arguing right now. He can't
I mean,
move.
he actually has. If you play the games, he actually has a lot of like mobility abilities
Really? That was not
in the game.
translated
Yeah, he has
well.
the slide one. He has the super jump.
Fooled me.
He in
I was moving
I
at
think maybe
brisk
that one
walking
part
speed.
in Castlevania Symphony of the Night, you can double tap, I think, the button to dash. Yeah, this man's actually pretty mobile for how he looks. But then again, yeah, I put assassin solely because of, you know, like the whip mechanic. Like he can grab onto people, he can maybe pull people into him or different directions.
Doesn't Assassin really want to pull someone to them? I feel like that would backfire. Remember also what we're working with, like just his generic type B moves. So we give him a cross, we give him the axe, we give him the holy water, we give him what's his neutral B? Holy water,
That's the axe.
axe. What's his down B? Holy water.
What about Richter as a support?
I don't know where else to put him, so I kind of have to agree with you because I can't make up my mind here.
What do you think, Nick?
I don't really know those characters.
Alright, maybe Simon will help us though. How do we differentiate Simon from Rick? Are they too similar to separate?
I was gonna put Simon as a tank, but someone's gonna get mad at me for doing that.
Why would Simon be a tank? I don't know why he'd be a tank, so like, what's the reasoning there?
It's a big hefty boy.
Okay, weak reason is still a reason.
It's probably not enough. So yeah, I don't know. They're too unique of characters that I'm not sure where they go, because
There's no dedicated utility spot.
yeah, that's kind of what the support one's supposed to be, but at the same time, like, they also do specialize in attacking you directly, but also from a mid-range range. But I don't want to just throw them in the brawler one just for the sake of throwing them in the brawler one.
What if we give them like the Peach and Daisy treatment, where one's more defense specialized and one's more attack specialized?
That's kind of what I was thinking. But even then, still, I don't know if I would.
Is that
Where-
better?
where
It's
it-
kind of
where
basic,
to put
but
them.
I don't know. I think it makes more sense than support right now. For this moment, this juncture.
All right. You know what? One day we're gonna end up revisiting this list, and we're just gonna laugh at all the decisions that we made. Total confidence. I'm calling Young Link and putting him in assassin.
Alright, the heroes of time. Youngling? I feel like he's not even old enough to know what he's doing yet.
That don't matter. He's definitely proved himself twice. he's proved himself enough.
We'll go stab this warlord. Easy. Sitting in the bush with his arrow.
All right. What do you think about Toon Link?
What are we doing for Young Link then?
Twin Link?
Toon Link.
I'm actually not sure.
Mage.
Why?
Win.
Which Toon Link are we even talking about? Like Spirit Tracks, Wind Waker, Phantom Hourglass, or what we just see in Super Smash Bros?
I thought we were using both the references in the games that they're from, plus the references from Smash. So,
Yeah, so that's kind of what I'm going with. Like, how do I address this Toon Link? Like, as the hero of the wind, or
based off of what we have here in going off of Smash's logic, this is Wind Waker Toon Link.
alright, so
But
as a mage, he's definitely not Vatty, who was the Wind Mage. But I would say he's. You want to call him ability focused? I don't know what to do with.
yeah, cause I don't feel like he's directly fighting with people. Like, yeah, like that's why, like,
Maybe a
I
support
don't know.
based thing? I don't know.
Maybe support. Yeah, I could see support more, because he uses a bunch of like tools and stuff like that. He has the wind leaf and all the typical Link stuff like bombs and arrows and the claw shot or the hook shot, and then the grappling hook thing. Sorry if I'm butchering the item names.
See, if I was to redesign Toon Link for a MOBA setting, I would probably have him focus around fairies and more of a healer-esque role with bottled fairies, as well as like hiding in barrels. And I don't know what I would do with this one. This one's he's an outlier. Because I don't see him as a
Just like all the other support characters.
Kinda. Like, now I'm looking across a little weird here, but this one, Nyx is saying brawler. I want to say tank. Do you have? What do you say?
I say assassin.
We already got Young Link up there.
I know, I'm only joking.
What if we made Young Link a carry? That'd be weird. No, that would not work. Would it? I don't know. He's definitely not a mage. He's. Not
I mean,
really
if we're going
magical.
based off of the Joker logic, like when he reaches a certain point, he just puts on the mask and pulls out that final deity sword, and starts swinging that around. for the rest of the game. So I could see Sky Breath of the Wild Link as a brawler. Yeah, I could see him as a brawler.
He's literally like the only man with a shield, and he's not a tank. But sure.
I mean, K. Rool has a shield on his belly.
Yeah, but that's not even why he was up there. He's only up there because he's a big boy.
With a shield for a belly.
Alright.
I think that's it.
Alright, so just...
Yeah! Cue the fanfare! Yeah! Pop the bottles!
Our
Woo!
questionable...
Drive into a Shoppers Drug Mart! Woo!
MOBA.
That definitely took longer than expected.
It completely did. We've reached 2 hours.
But it was super fun. It was actually lit.
It was interesting.
But at the same time, I'm for sure thinking almost all these are just... Well, you know what? No, I'll say some of these I think are legit because it's easy with the ones where you can like really pick them out. But then others, it's like Crom. Like I'm just even still looking at that, man. Like,
see, because remember,
Wario was an assassin. I'm like,
remember, another thing we did is we're trying to separate some of the characters that are obviously in one category, but to kind of change them up, we were kind of breaking them into different categories. So a lot of the Fire Emblem characters, we could have just made our life easy and went, hey, everyone has a generic sword, throw them as a brawler.
Right. Yeah.
But we decided to put a little bit of thought into some of them.
I thought this was pretty cool.
Any words?
The list is messed up.
Wait, say it again.
She says the list is messed up. Well, yeah, the doctor is not.
I agree. All right, well, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a thumbs up, smash that like button. If you have any suggestions, any comments, concerns, you know, we know that our picks weren't the optimal choices, but I think we did a pretty good job.
There's gonna be a lot of concerns.
But yeah, just we're accepting all comments, positive or negative, constructive as well. So leave a comment in the section below.
You guys can do better. You make your own MOBA. Make it. let me see that one happen. Make the.
If you guys.
I will play it and I'll download your DLC.
That's a big price to pay.
Yeah, well, whatever. I get a fun game out of it.
With the rate they're charging for DLC nowadays. Anywho, if you want to see more stuff from us, hit that subscribe button. And this is Arcade Division. I guess I don't know, signing off.
And we're signing off.
We don't have an end card. We just kind of wreck it.
And then camera action and done.
Cool. All right, cut.